Hi there. How are y'all doing? We're still digging out Final Sight's bedroom. It's a thing that's just gotta happen slowly. Now, nothing much has changed. Sometimes things happen rapidly, sometimes they happen slowly. I noticed there's a dead alpaca and we didn't kill it, but that's kind of neat. Adagio's portrait's still broken, and that just annoys me for reasons I don't want to get into. But in the meantime, yeah, we need to smelt some of this iron into ingots. That'd be great. Just saying. And we should probably make consideration to expand the tables in the dining room here eventually, because we are currently at 8 people with 8 seats. Just getting a nice good look around the base. We got the nature shrines up. The tree's healthy. We can do our first animal linkage. And then, oh yeah, we're gonna send out our first raid. That's the thing we're doing. This is the first time you guys have actually seen me be doing this, and that is sending out early raids. It's day 60. Or no, day 30. It's day 30, and I'm already sending people out. Bartholomew and Helga gonna be their mighty steeds, riding all the way out. Their actual movement value is 13, but the mountains have them inhibited. I need to build a road, which means researching road building. That's why we have the classical mod, is so you can build roads relatively easily. People are starting to actually overcome their negatives. I mean, Stargazer still has a massive negative charisma, but that's something we can fix later. It's not a priority. He can be angry and unlikable. But Final Sight, I'm trying to figure out like what he is. He's an elf. I was not expecting a Nightfear to join a colony of dwarves. And again, I wasn't expecting a plant person either. Since he didn't spawn with anything after the ritual, like you're supposed to have one unlocked, I went ahead and unlocked one for him at random, so he has the legate tree. Which is why we went into dev mode. And we're finally done carving out his bedroom when Stargazer and Lilith share a kiss. Aww. That's sweet. Did you kiss your mama on Mother's Day yesterday? Did you watch the highlight reel? Yeah, I'm checking that shit now. Yeah, if you didn't, you call your mama right now and tell her your favorite YouTuber Fiaura just reminded you to call your mama and say Happy Mother's Day. In the meantime, hit the like button for the Mother's Day reminder. Hit the like button because I gave you a belated Mother's Day reminder. Thank you. Back to the show. There's a raider outpost that the Sun Dragon Riders, a bunch of snooty high elves, want us to go take care of, and it's going to involve killing 7 people. You know, because it's the Carp Shogunate, I don't really mind. I hate the weeaboos more than I hate the Nightfears right now. I still have a grudge against both of you. But I'm going to be honest, we're going to do it. And, you know, this is just something that has to happen. I have to go through and check the devlog every so often to figure out, okay, what went wrong? How do I fix it? And you guys are seeing, like, the splash of why you're going to see dev mode activated is because when you're running 200 plus mods, there's just times where you have to activate dev mode and go, what the fuck screwed up? Now, in the meantime, we have arrived at the Nightfear camp. A camp where they've been growing food. And I'm going to send in Candledraw and Adagio. And it's at this point I should probably realize my mistake with Adagio. My very big mistake. You see, the Master of Families is not capable. It's not that they can't hunt. It's they're incapable of violence. And I'm sorry, but even Darth Adagio is a very violent man. And we're taking some shrapnel from the from breaking the doors in, but we are finding some stuff in here. And I'm just taking advantage. That is a healing potion. That is the equivalent. So for people who wonder what that means, that's a mechadendrite potion, but for, you know, medieval times. It will heal the worst injury you have instantly, even if it's an old scar. And I realize we can't leave because we got to kill these damn murder hornets. And Adagio's not fighting back. And I'm like, why the fuck isn't Adagio... Destroy that. Hey, it's not... It takes me a minute to realize Adagio's even taking damage. Because he's pretty good at dodging and blocking. But he's not very good at fighting back. And I go, why can't I form the caravan? What do you mean enemies? What's going on here? Oh shit! Hey, get out your weapon. Yeah, so Master of Families is incapable of violence.
Run, bitch! Run!
Not hunting, violence. So, Adagio, I hate to say this. I'm going to have to revoke your title, honey. Because you got to be capable of violence, okay? A person named Winnie Crashlands. The Iron Bludgeon is actually more valuable than she is, though. So, yeah, look at all those things she can't do. I'm okay with just letting this one pass away. She's a chef who can't cook. She has the talent chef and no cooking ability. She is the person who on night one Gordon Ramsay throws out of the kitchen.
Boss is fucking raw!
We got beds planned. Adagio and Candledraw are on their way home after a successful raid. We'll send them back out to do some more raiding later. I decided to make these bedrooms a little bit smaller than I originally intended, and that's just to keep the rock mountain face between the actual dwarven walls and the outside world. I've made this mistake a few times. I don't want to make it again, where we don't have solid mountain between our outer walls and the rest of the world. Ambrosia Sprout. I'll have to remember that and come harvest it when it's done. Ambrosia is one of the only drugs / crops in RimWorld. It has no addiction chance. It's one of the best drugs, but you can't grow it. And we're eventually going to want to make ambrosia liquor. You heard that correctly. Ambrosia liquor. And I don't know why that second copy of Volume 2 of the Busty Saurian Maid is out there. But, Todd Howard, why are you in my game?
All of this just works.
Adagio's home. It's a tranquil night. Final Sight has finally learned just to sleep to the sound of the anvil. It's probably not good for him. But we're slipping right through. It's not nighttime, it's daytime, by the way. Final Sight's on night shift. Adagio, you're going to be our two-handed axe man. Our big, hefty, wood-hewing man. That's your new job. Give him a woodcutter's axe. Now later I'll have Lori use her magic powers to improve it to masterwork quality, because she can do that. And then Candledraw and Adagio sharing a tender moment in the cotton fields. This sounds like a country music song. It's not, but by God, I firmly believe that in the Middle Ages, dwarves would listen to country music and it would drive everyone insane. And that's why no one wants to stay with the dwarves for any length of time. Dwarven country music. She took my bear and then she called me short. And that was just a grudging. At least that's what I'm hearing in my head now, and now it's in your head, and you have to deal with that reality, and I don't, because it's out of my system. I've been holding that joke for 3 days since I recorded this. We have a, I can't even pronounce it. It's Viking chess, where the defender is at a disadvantage in terms of numbers, but a superior at position, and the attacker has more numbers, but in a superior, at an inferior position. And so it's an asymmetrical style game. This forest troll, he hungry, and he tried to go after our second assault unit. This time it's Candledraw and Solar going out. 2 runecasters. It's a big risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. In the meantime, a boom rat has gone insane, and I'm not having that shit. Yeah, boom rat. I didn't realize... Metal's not supposed to burn. Why are the iron walls on fire? You see that, boom rat? You stay in line. You stay in your lane. Or God says fuck you. You hear me, Mr. Boom Rat? Mr. Boom Rat, you did not stay in your lane. You did not, in fact, stay in your lane. Mr. Boom Rat, I'm upset. You were supposed to stay in your lane. You came indoors. You didn't stay in your lane. That is unfortunate. We should put that out. That's probably bad. I'm just saying that's definitely bad. See, this is what happens when them boom rats don't stay in their lane. They stay outside the base. They can have the excess plant scraps and food we throw out. They don't come inside. That's how it's supposed to work, Boom Rat. That was the agreement. They violated it twice. Oh, look. We're about to get a little bit of our first taste of revenge, possibly. It's a possibility. And, yeah. Yeah. A new animakin. A person who is born of the anima tree itself wants to join us. We have some considerations, but overall, seems like a good idea. And then we arrive the next morning at the camp of the Carp Shogunate. We're here to raid them. We're here to take their shit and see what we can get. It's alright, Solar. You don't have the melee powers yet. It's okay. You don't have to have them yet. We can do this. Let's do this. Hit him with them ice bolts. Damn, Solar just taking people down. Oh shit, he's got a gun! Kendra, go, 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 go! He's got a gun! He's got a gun! No, no, no gun! No gun! No gun! Oh, fuck! Gunshot! Well, that guy's dead. Don't let him escape. They go back and tell what we did. Now, I'm gonna admit, it's weird to get a wastepack infestation while you raiding somebody. But it happened. And we just decided we would break in the door and leave before the insects spawned. But look at that. That is a shitload of fucking exalted medicine. I mean, there's some oranges there, but the exalted medicines. Ooh, boy, and some apple juice. We can drink that. But those guns are going to help us advance technology, as is recovering non-tainted armor. You're probably wondering how. See, Lori has an ability that's not normal to most RimWorld games called reverse engineer. So long as you can research the technology, if you can acquire the item, she can reverse engineer it. But yeah, 28 exalted medicine? Shit! That alone was worth the raid. 1 unit of exalted medicine can almost cure the plague by itself. 1 unit of exalted medicine can fix a broken arm or a shattered chest plate. Now, what I'm doing with rooms, by the way, you may have noticed, is I'm putting dwarven tiles around the edge. And then along the way in the center of the room, we put carpet that is the favorite color of the character's room. Now, Final Sight has his own room. We haven't put the walls up yet, but he at least has moved out of the forge. And then caravan raid and a fucking goblin raid at the same fucking time? Cannot be serious. Okay, the caravan raid was pretty easy to deal with. It's just a couple of those arrow fleets, and the ice spikes helped us avoid any real acid burns or damage. But then we got the fucking the other raid. There's another raid. On our base. Shit. Get assembled. Avengers! To me! Or in this case, to Lori. Get to Lori. Fucking Gabos want in. I'm trying to get everybody inside and secure so we don't end up with another Dark Elf incident like we did last video. I remember the Dark Elf incident. Pepperidge Farm remembers the Dark Elf incident. You better buy some damn Pepperidge Farm cookies before Pepperidge Farm goes blabbing about the Dark Elf incident. But yeah, apparently Gabos are utterly baffled by basic technology like walls. And that, Hootie, I mean, you just want to prove yourself. I understand. We got this. We got this. This goblin raid is... I got the auto cast on the Chain Lightning. It's doing work. I unleash Adagio and Stargazer on hunt mode. I unleash the animals out there. Debutante, Hoodie, Paladin. We got a couple of unnamed Timberwolves. I still got unnamed Timberwolves. There's a bunch of pre-recorded episodes, by the way. All the way until next week. I'm sorry they're pre-recorded. I will get names in and everything when I get back from the convention. I assure you, I'm trying to get the names filled in as fast as possible. Just drop a comment. Let me know names of animals. Let me know names for people. In the meantime, them Gabos. Apparently, one of them had a brain chip and is now shorting out. They're breaking our doormats and our light poles. That's kind of a dick move. I like them double crossbows. They have that thunk thunk quality. Final Sight just... What the fuck? I hit you in the chest. Alright, we confirm they're all retreating. Final Sight got hit right in the eye. Look at his face. He got fucked up. But now it's triage. We've got multiple animals with grievous wounds. Hoodie is... Your brother Blowfish ain't even been born yet, and you're already gonna die. That's right. I named a bear Hoodie, and the other ones are going, and the new one's gonna be Blowfish. Anyway, I didn't even realize this Timberwolf was out here. I'm scrambling to get something done. To get them inside, because you gotta have a spare animal bed or an animal bed assigned to them. I didn't realize this wolf was out here, and it's not bleeding to death. It's just severely wounded. These are animals. We may have to make some tough decisions. In this case, though, with all that tension built up and the idea that I might start slitting animal throats, we're not doing it this time. There's still some goblins outside? Like, this is a serious problem. They are trying to get in. And one of them shot my dog.
What is it? Goblin champion? Goblin lord? I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
I mean, my dog's already shot up and wounded. You shot it again. Maul that fucker. Damn gobos. We don't trust no green skin around here. I know that's racist, but you see what they do? They shoot dogs. Who shoots a dog instead of the owner? You think shoot the owner first, then they lose control of it. God. Southernisms. You shot my dog. Dick move. Final Sight's taking some heavy club hits to the head. He might have lost a few brain cells there. Just a few. By a few, I mean about a few. He lost a lot of brain cells. He's not in great condition. Adagio, we want to put it into strength so that he does more damage with his swings and can carry heavier stuff. Because I want to put him in some super heavy armor. And then give him a big-ass fuck-off axe. Or a big-ass fuck-off hammer. And call him an Iron Breaker. And if you've got that reference, you're after my little dwarvy heart. But if you didn't get that reference, here's an Iron Breaker. Anyway. So, just trying to get the stats aligned, trying to get everything set up, got triage done. And now I'm going to be like, well, yeah, we can take that. My brain didn't process the 3 Thunderers that were in that description. as I check for load errors again and see if there's any I need to do anything about or if I can ignore them. But my brain didn't process those load errors properly. And look at the top of the screen. The game just bugged. Completely bugged out. Gotta reload. So I can save here, but I have to reload the game in order to fix it. And not like load screen reload like what I'm doing. I have to actually restart the whole fucking thing. Anyway. That's what you get for playing with 270 mods. Sometimes things just go awry. Still trying to figure out who would make a good master of families. Like, we really don't have a good candidate for someone who's gonna have to be non-violent. Just one of those things where you sit there and you're like, non-violence. I figure with the research we've been able to do and the reverse engineering, Final Sight, I can't make your elven armor, but I can make weeb armor. And honestly, I don't know which is worse, the knife elves or the weebs, but it's armor that works for you, so I'm not even arguing. You went from 2.8 millimeters of thickness to 2.73, but then you gained the headgear, and the headgear armor, those elven hoods provide no armor. None. Like, absolutely nothing there. Ain't nobody got married yet, and the way our ideology works, you can't be in the same room with the person unless you married them. You gotta say forever. And then we're like, alright. I know that's weird for me, but we're dwarves. We're playing dwarves. We're role-playing dwarves. Dwarves have a real big thing on being married before you do the naughty. Okay? Dwarven society got them rules and regulations. We've had a chance to heal for a couple days, so we're going to take Redwood in. Immediately draft them and tell them to get the fuck inside, because I know there's a raid coming up behind them. They've got no skill at any combat. They do have an interest in melee, which is weird. But in reality, no, they're not a skilled combatant at all. We'll rename them hopefully before the end of the video. And someone will be an animakin, born of the anima tree, coming back to their anima tree that we now live around, and that helps us attune our psychic powers by becoming one with the planet's magic itself. A wonderful thing. This pause lag is because the game is now loading the 20 plus raiders that are coming in. I'm scared, Mom. Hold me. They're coming in 3 separate groups. We must fight for our new member. Get in line. Come on, get outside. We gotta get lined up. We gotta get in formation. We gotta be ready for this shit. Them guys is coming after her immediately. Ain't no time to wait around. We got Psychic Shock and Stuns ready to go. Final Sight, get your crossbow. You an elf. We might not have elven bows, but we got crossbows. Let's put up some ice shields. Ancient ice shield techniques. And then let's focus our energy. Power up. What the fuck? Oh shit, he's got a gun! Go, go, go! No time to waste. We gotta go. Fuck that guy! The fuck kind of gun was that? It sounded like a bolt-action rifle. Where did these fucking tribals get an ancient piece of technology like that? Lost to time and history. Why is Final Sight down? Oh, he's been shot. Get him inside. Get Final Sight inside. He's been shot. APHE? Good God. And this fight just devolves into scramble pandemonium melee. Those 2 gunshots, that was it. That's just straight up rush it. No hesitation. I think we got them all. I think. I'm not 100%. This is the guy with the gun. It's gone. I'm guessing it burned up from the fire. I'm okay. I'm playing with my sword. Tell my animals to go inside. That shotgun. And that's a 45 over there. Now, legends tell that the 45 caliber handgun can kill the soul. And these bastards have persona primitive spears. Spears that have had human souls trapped inside them. I mean, they're shitty persona weapons too. Like really, really shitty persona weapons. But that tells me that perhaps there's something to this, that the 45 can indeed kill the soul. I'm so sorry. Those bullets went right through you. If you had not gained the toughness perk when you initially joined us, I don't think you'd be alive. That would be dead torso range. We gonna need better armor if we gonna have to deal with that. That went right through. We can reverse engineer those guns. I'm sorry, this is a part where I'm going to step off for a second. We could reverse engineer those guns if we can get to the point in the tech tree where we could legally research them, even if the storyteller says we can't. We can reverse engineer those guns. It's just a matter of getting the prerequisites. Which means we need to find something that uses electricity. And then we can get gunsmithing. Go get your equipment, Final Sight. We didn't have no time to go hunting no creature. Didn't have no time. They got multiple persona weapons. Increased pain threshold, shorter lifespan, and it makes people hungrier? We got one that's sexist, and this one just makes blood preemptively appear whenever you stab somebody. It doesn't say where the blood comes from. I'm gonna choose to ignore that dinosaur because we're not doing anything to that dinosaur. It's not my problem. I'm more interested in... Now, hold on, buddy. That is our battlefield loot, fair and square. And I'm still arcane charged. That is our battlefield loot. I don't even know where you came from. But you about to get stabbed. And I'm gonna kill you. Just for good measure. Pico the Firekeeper. But yeah. That shotgun. And the most incompetent hunters I've ever seen. How are you all on fire? I wish I'd come down here sooner. What happened here? Did you just kill your... that man's arm is gone. That man is missing his entire arm. The most incompetent group of hunters. You're not even taking your kill. You don't even take your kill. What the fuck just happened here? I wish I'd been down here to witness this travesty. Durlan here is, he's a dark elf is having a bad time. One knife here is enough for me, though. One knife here is enough. We're gonna say one knife here. One knife here is enough. Surgery success chance. You get a mood boost when the weather isn't clear. But you apply a penalty if bonded to a woman. Why is there a persona spear that's a sexist? What? The spear's like, ain't no woman gonna use me. Yeah, this was the one that makes it where you feel less pain, but you have a shorter lifespan, and you get hungrier more often. I don't even know. They came here with a combination of a British 303 Lee Enfield rifle and Persona spears. Persona spears we are going to melt down, release the soul of, and turn into nice, wonderful... Speaking of souls, that 45 survived the fire. I'm sorry. 45 kills the soul. Now, research has come up. We've got protective clothing. It means we can start replacing the pelts with some better armor. I'm checking where these things are. So, the 45 is under blowback operation. So that's a possibility. And then the machining would require us to get a hold of a grenade, a tool belt, or something of that nature. And so long as we can get anything that generates electricity or uses basic electricity like a floor lamp, we could reverse engineer electricity and bypass the restrictions and have modern guns. But we can only get modern guns that we can acquire and reverse engineer rather than inventing them ourselves. Candledraw and Stargazer are having a fist fight. I don't know what this fight started over, but Candledraw just felt the need to draw a sword. Candledraw, and then they break it up before it gets too ugly. Before they actually start, dueling. What the fuck? Well, Final Sight, you were gonna be my bride. It would make far too much sense for a male elf to be the bride at a dwarven wedding. I am gonna break that elf. Stargazer, you're the... well, Lilith, you're the moral guide, so, you're in it. Candledraw can be a groomsman? I mean, the groomsman would be to me. So apparently we're having a reverse gender wedding. We're just straight up having a reverse gender wedding. Okay? Between a dwarf and an elf. As soon as the proposal happened, it's marry time. I don't care that this place needs to be cleaned. I don't care that it looks like shit. He said, yes, we get married. It's one of them Vegas dwarf weddings. Look it up. That's a thing. It's Las Vegas. What were you expecting? So, we're holding a wedding. We're waiting on the official to get here. To get the wedding started. I'm the groom. Final Sight, you're the bride. This is one of the reasons why I'm not going to have my own character in RimWorld anymore. It's going to be someone I make up instead of a representation of me in a situation. I'm just letting you know in advance. That's what we're doing from now on. This is the last time. This is why. Because it gets weird. It gets very weird. But in the meantime... Wedding! Did we hire a brass orchestra? Stargazer, did you just walk the bride? I am so confused and so happy at the same time. I mean, we didn't even put on, like, fancy clothes. We're all still wearing our battle armor. I should I should have saw armor racks. Oh, it's beautiful. Although I'm imagining Final Sight has to like lean down a half a meter to actually kiss the dwarf. Because you know them elf boys, they tall. But yeah, we had as far as I'm concerned, we had a beautiful wedding. And it was actually terrible, and I'm not saying why, but apparently dwarf elf weddings are just bad. Thank you all for coming today. Hope you enjoyed Final Sight Survival. Tune in next time.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Murder! 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 Murder!
Hey! Thank you, Lori, for continuing to make this work. Adagio, you officially passed as the longest person at that tier ever. Thanks. Violet Aura, hi! That's all. ZB2008, who the hell are you? I've never actually met them. I've met almost everybody else here. Hey, Callie. I almost called you Caddy, but hi, Callie. I miss you. Hug. I want to come hug your neck again. Oh, God. Crystal Tank, thank you. Lexi Assassin, thank you for the boost at the very beginning. Baja! Seriously. That's all I gotta say about Baja. Baja's still good in my book. Always has been. I know all of these people, believe it or not. I've met almost every one of them, or at least talked to them. Heroin Bob! I want to hug your neck again. I hope I get to go to a con in Virginia soon.